8 follow beat.
Okay, you're good.
I gonna clear everything still?
Yeah, you're good.
KK finally got his back glass back in, and the side glass, and a new windshield. That snowstorm we had, tree fell through everything, but we're back in business. Good. Now we got a little bit of room for the amp rack. Not sure exactly how we're going to do it yet, though. Now, I know you guys seen me post about this a few years back, maybe 3-4 years ago, and I really wanted to start it back then, but we had one little issue. Too many nice cars at my house, not enough places to put them. And as soon as we started doing it, I was like, well, what are we going to do with this truck? We're not going to park it out front of the house. That's just trouble waiting to happen. Two 24-inch subwoofers in a Yukon parked out front of my house. So since that time, you know, the shop has been real busy. We haven't had a lot of time to mess with stuff. But the main thing is the security. It just wasn't secure. But now we moved. We're a lot further away. We're in a place that's totally secure, and I'm not really worried about it. In the meantime, the only real problem we had was a tree fell through his truck during the last snowstorm. Broke that side window back there, broke the back hatch, and he had a broken windshield also. So we got all that stuff replaced. It's all good to go. And now that he has a nice place to park this thing at nighttime, I think we're gonna go ahead and get this project started. Now, you're probably wondering why we stuck this big ass box in here when we still don't really have anything started yet. We have nothing planned. The only thing we really have is the box that's finished and ready to go. But without this box being in here, I have no idea where we can put this amp rack, where we can put these amps, where the wires are gonna be ran. So this is just in here right now so we can have an idea, a little platform to start off of. and we got a nice huge space up in front, right in front of this box, to do whatever we want pretty much. Yukon XL, and lots of room to breathe. So the plan's pretty much this: 2 Sundown audio 24-inch subwoofers, DC audio 7.5K pushing them. We got a DC audio 90.4 on the highs. We got SMD grounding block and fuse block ready to go. And of course, we're gonna do a little bit of audio control for the processing. Although I broke this box out, it's not gonna be the 810. I think I'm gonna do the 608, which is its smaller brother. He doesn't have that many channels, so we don't really need an 810 in here. But I wanted to show you guys what the plans were anyway. So 608, of course, he's already got an excess power battery up front. We might add 1 or 2. We're gonna probably need them. And you know we're gonna do the Mechman alternator as well. Lots of sky high 2-aught wire. This thing should be a fun little project, but not too out of control. Just fun and some really good deep bass. Fact of the matter is, I really have no idea what I'm doing back here just yet. Nothing's really looking that great to me, but it'll come to me. It always does. So stay tuned. More than likely, I'll have an amp rack video first. I'm gonna build it, get it in here. We'll run some power. We'll put a bigger alternator on here. We'll do some wiring. Of course, we're gonna do some mids and highs, and it'll all just take off from there. So consider this the introduction to the next little project that we got going on over here. All right, it's about 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm here at the shop. Take a look at what I'm up against. Just got some new excess power Titanate batteries in. These are Lithiums, 12 volts. I found out that the DM608, the one I want to use, the one that's more appropriate for this project, is on back order. Times are kind of weird right now. So we're just going to go ahead and use this DM810 since I have it. And of course he can upgrade and use those channels later on. Planning on using these sky high 3-ways. These are real nice. I've been moving stuff around. I've been lifting stuff up. I've been trying to figure out exactly what I'm going to do. And I just still don't have any idea yet. Just going to have to keep moving stuff around like a puzzle piece until I'm happy. And then we'll take it from there. One thing's for sure, this box fits in here like a glove. It's almost like it's made for this truck. So this should be fun. So for me, the hardest part about any build is getting started. Once I get going, sometimes I'm hard to stop unless I'm waiting a long time for something to show up in the mail and I kind of lose a little bit of my steam. But for the most part, if I have everything that I need on hand, I just get rolling. I guess it's time for me to try to figure out what I'm doing back there. Like I said, I have no idea what I'm doing. Just got to start moving things around and see what happens. First thing I noticed about these, well, I already own some of these for the Escalade, so I've noticed it before, but that's a battery. That's a battery. I mean, you can almost juggle these things. Like, if I had 3. Anyways, these will be going in the back near the amp rack or maybe even in the amp rack. I kind of need to open them up right now so I can start thinking about placement. Some excess power stickers, can never go wrong with that. Look at that. So beautiful. Unbelievable. I love it. There's so much power packed in these little cases, it's ridiculous. To think 2 of these are going to be enough for this system. Actually, there's going to be 3, there'll be a third one underneath the hood. Those ones are on back order, but it's basically the same thing except for it's in a case that fits this truck. Since we're going to use this, might as well crack it open as well. So this isn't brand new. I've had it on the shelf for a little bit. I run these all the time. I'd rather be running the 608, like I said, but the 810 will do since I can't get one of those for a little bit, but that's plenty of channels to last a lifetime right there. Maybe something like that. And we built a beautiful copper full block for the grounding bar, but I just don't think we need that many terminals. And spacing wise, the smaller half block is going to do a lot nicer. So we're going to build a new one of those out of copper today. And the rest of this stuff is going to be all about taking measurements, seeing what I got to work with, bringing it out to the table, and starting the amp rack build. Might as well crack these open too while I'm over here opening up boxes and trying to see what I'm going to do. This is going to be a little while before I get to these, but just so you see what the plans are. We got some Sky High car audio, 3-ways. I took the crossovers out already because I had them in there by the amp rack. But you can see these are really nice. Take a look at these bad boys real quick. Six-inch mid. Three-inch mid-range. Of course, we got the tweeters right here. Juggle these things. Like, if I had 3, I could juggle them.